What's up, everybody? It's Sports Dad again. Just wanted to tap in for a little bit and talk about a few social media outlets that have a lot of power when it comes down to recruiting. And the main social media outlet that I want to talk about is Twitter. But before we jump into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit the like button. Let me know if you're digging the content. So we're going to jump right into it. Let's go. Twitter. Okay, so if you don't have a Twitter account, I suggest that you get one. Twitter is a familiar and the most common platform when it comes down to recruiting. The reason why I say that is because you have access to a lot of college recruiters, college coaches. You can follow whoever you want, and then also too, they can follow you back. So we all know that there are certain instances, there are certain timing that a college recruiter, a college coach can reach out to a student athlete, and believe it or not, they go, I like to call it fishing on Twitter. That's right, they actually go fishing on Twitter where they're following athletes, where they're actually engaging in conversation with athletes and things like that. So what you want to do is make sure that you have a Twitter account. Now, if you already have one, go through your Twitter account and make sure that it's presentable. It's a clean Twitter account. None of the dirty profanity, all the nasty, dirty jokes and things like that, because believe it or not, recruiters are looking into that information to see what type of character you actually have. Because if your character is questionable, then they may not want to take a chance on you becoming a part of their program. So go through your Twitter account, make sure that it's presentable. Also make sure that your name is the address of your Twitter account, so that if they're looking you up on Twitter, that they can actually easily find you by your name. So I wouldn't put a nickname for your Twitter address. Make it your name, because if they like you, then they're going to try and search for you and find your Twitter account. Okay, so after that, then I would just start going post crazy. Just post your highlights, all of your highlights to your games and things like that. Anything that's related to sports, to your grades or whatnot, post that information to Twitter, because the college coaches, the recruiters are looking at that information. It's really easy to access, recruiters, or draw them in or whatnot. And believe it or not, they are following you, whether they are following you from afar, and they pick, certain times where they want to start engaging in conversation. So for an example, with my boys who are going through the recruiting process right now they're actually starting to engage in conversations with college coaches. They went on and they started following college coaches and recruiters, and then all of a sudden they started receiving, they were following back, and then also they were engaging in conversation, jumping into their instant messenger, just talking to them, just seeing what type of person they are. So when they do start engaging in conversation, just treat them like a regular person and just engage in conversation with them professional conversation, because they want to see what type of personality you have. All right, so that's really it when it comes down to Twitter. So it's a really powerful source, and you can definitely create a lot of action for yourself on Twitter. So go ahead and just start going crazy, just posting information on Twitter. And if you already are posting information, don't stop, keep posting. And also follow the coaches, follow different colleges, different coaches. Start, following them and see if they follow you back, and just start engaging in conversation. But you have to basically create that engagement on Twitter. And so it's something that you really have to be dedicated to. And this is not something that's new. It's very common to do it. AAU is doing it, and also football students are doing it as well. So once you actually go into that Twitter world, you will see that it's a very common thing to do. But if I were you, I would start now rather than later. That's all I wanted to just jump in and say, all right? Twitter is the place to be. All right, I'll be back to talk about some more information. See ya.